Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Kahalayam la, the water, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Harakakadash, Yahawashi Hamashiach. All right. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, through the grace, the mercies and the sacrifice of Yahawashi Hamashiach. All right. Shalom, peace, love, and blessings to the hopeful elect, the 144,000 and 1/3 scattered abroad. And I did a video pursuant to this article in Euroactive.com, and it says Poland, Lithuania, and Latvia considered triggering NATO's Article 4. Excuse my my pronunciation. All right. But all three of those countries are EU countries, man. And they're basically trying to trigger this Article 4 that's in the play. And basically, I'm going to go into what it says. It reads, what is Article 4 of NATO? Article 4 foresees joint constellations whenever any of these allied states considers themselves threatened by breach of territorial integration. All right. And it gives you, when was NATO Article 4 invoked? 2013. But nevertheless, they're trying to trigger that Article 4, NATO's Article 4. And I got a precept for that. It's crazy because these nations are falling apart, man. These nations are losing trust with each other. They're basically going along with their own allies that they once had strong connections with, strong alliances with. Because anything dealing with America, any country that deals with America, that country wants to back off, man. Because ultimately it's through the prophecies, all right, of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and Yahawashi Hamashiach, being he is the volume of the book and the spirit of prophecy, all right? And that's in Revelations chapter 19, verse 10, all right? The spirit of prophecy, man, because that's what's going on in today's world, all right? Ecclesiasticus, Salakia, chapter 39, verse 1, or the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 1. But nevertheless, because we're talking about what's going on according to the scriptures, all right, and this division that's going on amongst these nations, man, these heathen nations, okay, the European Union, NATO. Because I remember, and not too long ago, when the elders, I need to slow down in my speech. When the elders had went live, I believe this past weekend, Elder Apostle Aralab was going into, and he was just about to go into an article saying that the EU and NATO got frictions between each other, or something to that effect. And then they also had involved America being the problem, or being of the forefront of that problem, so to speak. So they're letting you know that these scriptures are coming to life, that they are life, faithful and true, and these are prophecies. It's the book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 24. I'm gonna start at 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parable, how can Satan cast out Satan? Verse 24, the point. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. All right. And this kingdom cannot stand, man. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's let you know that all these things that's going on is leading to the destruction and the end game of Esau Edom. All right. And the end all be all is going to be in the times of World War III, Jacob's trouble, and those nuclear missiles, which the scriptures name it fire and brimstone, is going to be rain upon this place, man. Continuing on, verse 25, and if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against itself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. And it's an end to these devils, man. Satan and Esau, Edom, being the so-called white man, being the counterpart, the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. Hey, who's in rulership? So if it's letting you know who's in rulership, which is the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, who is that talking about? Its kingdom is not going to be divided. I mean, its kingdom is not going to stand. It shall be divided. So it's telling you that this is the United States, man, as they would call it. But I'm gonna start calling it the divided states of America, or the divided states of Babylon the Great, because this place is surely being brought down low, man. This place is being revealed, uncovered, man. All right. The deceptions and the lies of Esau Edom is done, man. And now it's time for war. I want to get Joel. Not 3 yet. Cause 3 going into all those countries that's going to meet up in the valley of Jehoshaphat, somewhere in the Middle East. All right, in the Middle East region near Saudi Arabia. I think, yeah, near Saudi Arabia and all those other Middle Eastern countries, man. That's going to be the main boiling pot for World War III. That's going to be the kickoff, man, of World War III. Okay. And Lord will, I'm gonna leave I'm gonna try to leave this article in the description box. If not, you can just look up top and look where to go to and just, type up those 3, even just one of those names, and you can read the article yourself. But I just want to get into the scriptures because all this is pursuing to biblical prophecies, man. This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and Zion is a people before it's a place. And we're blowing that trumpet because Jacob's trouble is about to happen, man. All hell is about to break loose. All right. Our last great tribulation is about to happen. The last great, man. Okay. Which ultimately is that MOTB, the hour of temptation. And sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord, Bahasham Yahawashi, cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Verse 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, Salakia. A day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. And that's is really going into those nuclear missiles, man, because it's not going to be after the third woe overpassed. There's not going to be no more wars, man. There's not going to be no more for the heathens to make all type of militarized capability weapons in order to bring down this kingdom or bring down that kingdom, for fulfilling biblical prophecy. Okay. It's going to be an end of all that, because the end all be all is the third woe, man. And when Yahawashi come back, destroy this place with the chariots, and also with Joel the 2nd chapter, those missiles, man, because that's what it's referring to as you read further on down the chapter. But like I said, I really want to focus on this point, and I want to get just looking it up. and because I want to get that chapter in Daniel, the second chapter, because that's going into the statue that Nebuchadnezzar, if I'm saying it right, had a dream about. And Lord will, I can show the picture of the statue, okay, through the spirit and power of Bahasham Yahawashi. It says, what is the interpretation of Daniel's second chapter? It said, Daniel's interpretation of the king's dream foretells the unfolding of future world empires. And you see, that's man. Call out Yahawah Yahawashi, man, that the spirit is really upon the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, man. Don't they teach you that? All right. But they're not teaching it the way that the church is teaching it, or the way of the world is teaching it. They're teaching it of the spirit and power of Yahawah Yahawashi. All right. It says this richly prophetic dream also reveals the destruction of all these world empires by the coming of God, of the kingdom of God. And ultimately, let me see if I can get the statue. Here you go. This the most accurate one, man. And you see the different eras. Okay, all these different empires took down each other, man. Okay, through the spirit and power of Yahawah Yahawashi, but these people got taken down. These empires got taken down, man. All right, and we're at the iron mingled with the clay. Okay, some shall be partially be weak, some shall partially be strong, so on and so forth, man. This is all, man. Hey, let me show them feet. We at the end of this thing, man. We at the end. Right there at the feet. We at the end, man. And that stone come from the heaven. Right there is Yahawashi. The kingdom of the Most High is ultimately going to stand and bring down all these kingdoms, man. All right. So enough talking about it. I also pursuing is a precept to Daniel's the 7th chapter, and it talks about the 4 beasts he saw, which were the 4 kingdoms. All right. And it says it's corresponding to Daniel's the 2nd chapter. And also you can put it along with Revelation 17. And I'm gonna get that. The beast shall hate the whore, man. All right, because all these countries are being divided and being destroyed, all for the sole purpose for these countries to, Joel the 3rd chapter, man, prepare themselves to war and ultimately destroy this place, man. That's what the Lord has this place set up for, fiery destruction. And I'm gonna go straight to the point in Daniel's 2, chapter 2, verse 41. And whereas thou sawest feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. All right. But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. Verse 42. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And that's what's going on with these countries, man. The European Union, man, are partially strong and partially broken. Okay, because you have poor countries within that European Union that need help, that need drastic help from those other countries, man. All right, and in all actuality, they really don't even like each other, man. Okay, they're just dealing with each other just to benefit off each other's backs. Basically, that's why Revelation 17 is linked with these scriptures, man. All right, because ultimately it's because of the whore that maketh that beast to go wild. You get what I'm saying? You got the whore just playing around with the beast, toying with the beast, One minute you want to feed the beast, next minute you don't want to feed it. All right, so on and so forth. What do you think that's going to happen to that beast? That beast is going to turn on you, just like with a dog. You treat your dog like crap. Hey, your dog get free, and the Lord, Bahasham, Yahawashi put the spirit on that dog. He would tear your ass apart, or she would tear your ass apart. All right. Verse 43. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. All right. Verse 44. And this precept can go with this, man. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, man. Because ultimately, through the spirit and power of Bahasham Yahawashi, Jacob is the beginning of a new age, man. A new rulership that's going to happen on the planet Earth. The kingdom of heaven. Verse 44. And in the days of these kings, all right, shall the Most High Yahawah of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, heathens, the heathen nations, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. And ultimately, through Yahawashi Hamashiach, you know, our Lord and Savior, our deliverer, he's going to break in pieces these nations, man, through his father Yahawah, man, who gave him the power and will to do whatever the hell he wants. And that's beautiful, man. And with that, that's when Jacob is going to rule, man. Jacob is going to be at rest. And there's plenty of scriptures on that, man. I'm going to read Revelation 17. I'm going to go straight to the point. I'm going to go to 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast. Well, I'm going to start at. No. I'm going to read 1 through 3 and then jump to 16. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials and talked with me. The 7, the revelations, the judgments, the prophecies, man. The other prophecies that's going to be taking place, and the great judgment, okay? And talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. And that's lets you know that these are a nation of people. All right. It's not an actual beast or actual whore, you know, that's set on a beast in the many of waters, so to speak. And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Matter of fact, hold on. Revelation 17. Got these. Hold on, Salakia. Let me go to my photos. Here you go. The beast with the 7 heads and the 10 horns. So I'm going to read it again. Verse. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. All right. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. You see the 7 heads and the 10 horns, man. And the fornication is these philosophies, man. There's, you see right here on the left side, man. Top left. Okay. Make sure make sure I'm still recording, Lord will. Jump down to verse 16. Like I said, it's gonna be real short. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And like I said, to get a better understanding, you can read that whole chapter. Verse 7 in chapter 17. Going down to verse 17. For the Most High have put in their hearts, their minds, to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High, Yahawah, shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest in is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Who's in rulership, man? America. That great whore, America, man. And through America, it made it can't. And through these different nations, like the Spanish, the British, the French, the Romans, the Greeks, so on and so forth, of that Edomite lineage, has made the last kingdom known as America, aka Babylon the Great, that great city which the whore is, man. All right, that sitteth upon many waters, many nations of people, man. Because, hey, they're in the power seat, they're ruling, man. Hey, and I want to close out by saying, hey, Revelations chapter 11, verse 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. The third woe cometh quickly, man. And that's what this article is going into. These different countries basically preparing for World War III. So until next time, I want to close out by saying Kahalayim La, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Harakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Salutation, double salutation to the hopeful elect, 144,001 that taught us this truth. All right. The Wadi Bahasham Yahawashi, man. Till next time, I say Shalom.